Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sweet Potato Swag program. Today we're discussing a big, wet, juicy controversy that just broke here on Roblox. This particular controversy is so controversial, I don't even think I'm allowed to talk about it right now, but for the sake of my viewers, I'm going to be putting myself at risk. At risk of getting sued, at risk of maybe even getting killed. All in an attempt to cover this controversy. So with that being said, let me get right into it. The controversy that we're looking at today is, so controversial. Oh my God! Why is it so controversial? It's so controversial, dude. Think of this particular controversy. Before I get into this, I want you to think about this particular controversy like an onion. We're talking about layers of controversy. The top layer is controversial. The second layer, riddled with controversy. Controversy. The third layer is glazed in a controversial brown sugar. The layer underneath that is absolutely cheesy. It's controversial. I don't know how else to explain it to you people. We're talking about controversy here. We're talking about something that's controversial. I don't know how much more clear I could be. It's controversial, guys. Jesus. Oh my God. What do you people not understand? It's controversial. I don't get it. I don't get it. What more needs to be said? Sorry, guys. Let me take it down a notch there. I was getting a little heated. Because I've been having to be frank quite a bit lately. And for those of you who are regular viewers of the Sweet Potato Swag program, I hate being frank. Being frank is one thing that I just hate. It's horrible. It's horrible. But because I want to cover these controversies in as much detail as I possibly can, I'm taking that risk. I'm risking my own mental health by being frank in order to cover these controversies in a way that is fair and balanced. So with that being said, apologies for my verbal outburst, but you people, not being racist, everyone that's watching my videos needs to understand that I don't know how much longer I can continue to be frank like this, but if my internal clock is correct, it's not much longer. It's not much longer. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like. And perhaps that like will be enough to convince me to continue to make videos about controversies on Roblox and fight through my natural urge to avoid being frank. I cannot take it anymore. I can't take it. A man can only be frank for so long. And I'm at my breaking point right now. We veered a little bit off track here. I'm talking about today's controversy. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. Let me just take a moment to apologize. I apologize for going off track and talking about my dislike for being frank. I apologize. That's called being sincere. That's called feeling bad for a mistake that I made and owning up to it. That's what just happened there. I hate being frank, but I'm going to need to be frank in order to convey this information to you people. Again, I'm not being racist. To convey this information to everybody in a way that is fair. With that being said, let's get into the controversy. This particular controversy, some are calling it controversial. People are calling it everything from controversial to extremely controversial. I'm in the camp that calls it extremely controversial. You may think otherwise. If you think that this is only controversial and not extremely controversial, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. And I don't like disagreeing with my audience, but there are times when it has to be done, and this is one of those times. If you think this is just controversial and not extremely controversial, well then, I think you have some thinking to do. I think you have some personal reflection that you need to do. I think you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror, count to 5, and think, okay, what are my priorities? Why do I think the way that I think? Is there something wrong with me? You have to have an honest conversation with yourself and think, well, let's see, I think this is only a regular controversy and not an extreme controversy. I don't think of this situation as being extremely controversial. And why is that? What is causing you to think that? And once you identify the reason, you need to fix that immediately. It's just simply not acceptable, if I'm going to be honest with you. Honesty, many people say this is next to frankliness, and you guys know I hate that, but honesty, frankness, those are things that must be incorporated into my videos, or else it's game over for me. And you guys know I hate game over. I hate that. But, and look, guys, I'm sorry. Once again, I veered off track here. Talking about Frank, I am sorry. I apologize for that. You know, this is me owning up to my mistakes. Do other people own up to their mistakes? I would argue no. I would argue that I'm one of the few that owns up to my mistakes. And for that, I think maybe drop a like on the video. Maybe drop a comment saying thank you for owning up to your mistakes. You're very brave. A comment like that would mean a lot to me. Because it really is difficult for me. As you know, I'm putting myself in a vulnerable position. Not only by being frank, but by being honest. And I hate that. I hate being vulnerable, but I do it for the sake of covering these controversies in a way that is unbiased, I believe is the term. With that being said, let's dive into today's controversy. Today's controversy is one of controversial nature. I think would be a fair assessment of it. This particular controversy is shrouded in controversial aspects. I'm too busy working hard because I'm very disciplined. I'm a very disciplined person. Are you disciplined? Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Maybe you should try disciplining yourself. Guys, thank you for watching this video today. I really appreciate your support. Well, I'm going to be covering more controversial topics regarding Roblox in the future, and if you subscribe, you will have the opportunity to view those. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for watching.